Bonjour, mon cher. C'est jeudi à soir. It's Thirsty Thursday. But it's after midnight, so it's really just Thirsty Friday now. Which it's not a thing. How's everybody? I'm good. We're here for our weekly Oracle romance reading. Very exciting with the Romance Angels Oracle, I should say. Hope everyone's doing well. I am out of the high holidays, at least the thick of it anyway. Let's see, what else? I had they totally made it up to me in the restaurant tonight, because I don't know if you guys remember a few days ago when I got that horrible table that gave me a $30 tip on almost a $900 check, and it was they were from another country, and I don't know, there were some other things, really nothing my fault though, but my managers were like, oh, we felt so bad. We gave you a nice private party tonight to give you something easy, and that would be good. And it was easy, and it was a bachelor party, so they were loving me. I showed them a very good time, and then by the end of it, they were trying to get me to go to Greece with them. I was like, well, who's paying? Y'all let me know the plan. Oh my gosh, and you guys, so you know how yesterday, if you haven't seen it, so yesterday and the day before, or yesterday I did 2 videos out in the woods, and I mentioned that I ran into this cute dude, and he and I crossed paths 3 times, and that the second video that I was talking to you guys, I'd run into him again, and so it was I had run into him 3 times when I was doing the second video, or my last video. Well, on the way back home, I ran into him again. And we talked, and we we're just chatting, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's kind of my kind of weird. This is really fun, and very charming experience. But we didn't swap numbers, but we did swap first names, and we both told each other what street we lived on, because we were just it just came up in the discussion, and I'm like, well, I just kind of walked away. I didn't bring up the number. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna leave it to the universe, because I have a feeling that I could totally manifest him back around if he's if he's in alignment. So I just walked off into the distance, into the void. And yeah, so it was really fun meeting him. And then I passed he was foraging for logs for his art, and I always go out in the woods and forage for things too. And so I passed a bundle of logs and tied up in a big canvas drop cloth, and I'm assuming those were his, and I had a cardinal feather, and so I stuck it in the knot of his drop cloth and kept going, because I thought that was a cute forest flirt. Either that or completely psychotic. Either way, I'm okay with it. All right, you guys, what do we need to know for our love lives coming up in the coming week? What should we do or not do? What should we be aware of as far as opportunity? And what kind of pitfalls are we trying to look to overcome? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Interesting. Let's pull out all of our cards to see what they have to say. If you guys are in a relationship, I would always suggest, before you think about leaving a relationship, to work on the relationship first, but also, even more than the relationship, double down on your self-work, because chances are when you start growing, you're going to start perceiving things differently and responding to things differently, and you may discover that you want different things out of the relationship. Things could evolve spontaneously, or they could heal. But either way, if you're having problems in a relationship and you leave the relationship thinking that you're going to find a better relationship, you're probably going to end up in the same relationship, because you're still the same person with the same energy signature, attracting the same things that are going to fill in the holes of your subconscious patterns, right? We're all on a spectrum of codependency, and usually we kind of attract people until we're more self-aware, that sort of fill in the gaps of what we missed out on growing up as children, so So yeah, so it's better to just work on yourself first and then see what happens, because either way you're going to uproot yourself and your life, and you may be able to save your relationship if there's still love there, and if not, you know, I don't know, but you're going to go to the next relationship and probably have the same problems. So always give the relationship a chance by working on it, working on yourself first before you cut ties. Soulmate. This is your soulmate. Okay, y'all. I'm shuffling a lot here, and we've gotten give your relationship a chance, and this is your soulmate. Maybe there's somebody that you're ready to give up on, and maybe you should not give up on them just yet. Keep your options open if you're, you know, unless you're married. But like if you're not in a monogamous situation, just keep your options open and just maybe don't count them off yet, right? Don't count them out quite yet. All right, what else do we need to know that will help us in our love lives this week? How should we approach the sitch? Okay, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So maybe talk to a friend. If you have a mutual friend with the person, then that might be helpful. Maybe you can talk to some mutual friends and you might get some more insight into the situation or another perspective. Make sure it's a trusted friend who has both of the best interests at heart for both parties. But yeah, definitely ask for help and support. And also, like, if you're in a relationship that you need to work on and, you know, this is your soulmate, right? Don't hesitate to reach out to, like, couples counseling or, you know, like, get outside help. Like, don't just let things pile up forever. You can start by just buying a bunch of, like, you know what, if you're a couple, you should go out and buy the same relationship book. You should both be reading them at the same time, and then you can swap notes. I've never been in a relationship where I've been with someone who was like willing to do something like that with me, but I know people like that are out there. Like, I hear them talking to each other. I just haven't met anyone. But if you guys are out there trying to save your relationship, then give it a shot. Like, if you can't get couples counseling, then at least start reading relationship books together. There's one book called like Getting the Love You Want. I've heard that one's really good. I haven't read that one yet. But there is also like the love language book. That's a good one. I'm reading, like, very slowly, Esther Perel's Mating in Captivity. If you are looking to, like, recapture the spark in your relationship and your sex life has died, that's a good one to read. I think Getting the Love You Want has to do with, like, communicating better with each other. You know, the 5 love languages one, that's the one that where you learn how to, like, show people love and how they receive love and how they recognize love. So, I mean, there's a whole internet out there with videos. There are books. There's help. Reach out for help, right? And if you need to go to counseling or like see a therapist or maybe like a spiritual counselor or a shaman or someone like that, like, figure out what's best for you, but don't do it alone. And then maybe it's just as simple as like talking to some mutual friends or like a good friend that you know that might have some good advice on the situation. But don't do this all on your own. We love you. We're here for you. All right, you guys. One last card to round off. Ooh, okay. All right. Chemistry. All right. So there's still something here. There's an attraction. There's love. There's still something to be saved. For all of us singles out there, I don't know, maybe there's someone that is just like a question mark. Maybe don't write them off completely. But if you're in a couple and you are seeing this video right now, don't give up yet, because this is very like on theme. Like, it's not even random at all. It's give your relationship a chance. This is definitely your soulmate. Give it a chance. Ask for help from your friends. Like, enlist some help. There is chemistry here. There is attraction. There's strong magnetic attraction to keep this together. You just need a little bit of help, right? Okay, you guys. There's no reason to say any more. I think we've covered it. So, good luck out there. I'll let you know if I run into Woods Guy out in the world again. And explore the chemistry. Otherwise, you guys, give it a chance. This is your soulmate. Let your friends help. Explore the chemistry. All right, I'm tired. I'm gonna eat some, I've thawed out some of my beans and rice that I froze like half my pot. So I think I'm gonna finish the other half of that frozen pot over the next couple of days, which I'm super excited. I never get sick of that. It's like my favorite dish. I think I say that about every pot that I make. I'm like, oh, it's my favorite Cajun dish, but I love it. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Ciao.